Alright. What's up, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day out there because we got a very special game to cast right here. It's actually one of my ladder games up against my nemesis recently, Root Gaming's Catz, one of the most creative RTS gamers of all time. A man who, since the very beginning of StarCraft 2, has been really pushing the envelope in terms of weird stuff. Weird craziness. Now, potential prequel to Friday, and the reason what Catz was talking about here in the in-game chatter, I'm playing Terran. I spawned as random up here in the top left of the map. He's playing Zerg in the bottom right. And we'd actually talked a little bit while casting Gamers Without Borders about doing a show match against each other, since we're a pretty even match lately. We've had some pretty fun matches during Basilisk Big Brain Bouts, which is a show match series which Rotterdam was having. And we actually did end up doing it. Rotterdam moved the time forward a few hours so we could play a show match. Unfortunately, it ended up being mostly Zerg vs. Zerg and Zerg vs. Protoss. And also, unfortunately, Catz outplayed me handily. He caught me off with some of the trickiest, cleverest strategies. Keep an eye out on the Basilisk YouTube channel if you guys haven't already seen that. It's disgusting. I made some embarrassing mistakes, but I really want to give credit where it's due. Catz destroyed me mentally because everything he does is so weird. And even here, I already am like, oh god, try and get rid of this drone. Because I know he always loves to hatchery block, and I don't really have a set play against it. So I'm like, if I send another SCV, I can block him from building the hatchery, blocking my command center, and this will be good. As long as I have an SCV close to him, it'll be awesome, you see? No way to get the hatchery down. I remember hanging out in a Discord with him, and he was saying, oh yeah, someone always stops me getting it down. I think it was Jason. You're the only player who stops me from hatch blocking. And I was like, oh, I'll do that. Unfortunately, I'm incompetent at microing. And I let him get it down anyway. I'm like, fine, I'll build the command center on the high ground. But I already feel my heart sinking because I've played against this so many times. And it's so annoying. You can pull SCVs to kill it because he's already got a hatchery at home. He's gone hatchery first, right? And he's just kind of like, oh yeah, no worries. You know, I got my hatchery finishing at home. Or is it hatchery first? Yeah, I believe so. The pool's pretty early though. But I think it's hatchery pool into hatchery. So if you go and pull SCVs, you're going to be in trouble trying to deal with that. So I'm going to go across the map here with the Reaper, and I am saying, look, I just can't manage a slow move down as well, because he can cancel that and get ahead. I also can't just go for a very light move down with Marines, or he'll surround me with Zerglings, but I also can't let him spread creep from my base. So I've said, you know what? I need to do something really that's easy to manage, that plays into my skill set. And this is what sets up this game to be the absolute ridiculous disaster on both sides that it is. Check it out, guys. I've decided to go 3 barracks. I'm like Mass Marine. You can't screw up with Mass Marine. You just make a lot of dudes with guns. The guys with the guns shoot, and that's it. So my Reaper sees he's done an economic build behind it, right? So I'm pulling home right now, and yes, of course, he's building a queen because he wants to spread creep tumors here, spread them around my natural, spread them backwards, and delay my expansion for ages while building an economic advantage behind it. Now, there is one thing going in my favor here, and that's Catz isn't really a macro player. He's not very good at his macro fundamentals. In terms of just building a big economy, he kind of sucks at it. Now, I know he'll take any excuse to surround my Marines if I move down there. So I move down with 2, shoot the hatchery. He immediately builds 6 Zerglings, and I'm like, ha! Baited you into wasting your money, you idiot. Catz is so dumb. And he does actually cancel 2 of the eggs. He only lets 2 of them finish. So I didn't see that, but I thought I was so smart at this point. I was like, oh. I was like, because in the past, I've tried to move down there with 5 Marines, even 10 Marines, and 20 Speedlings run in and surround me. So we try to block the hatchery. He does an extractor trick. We denied it a little bit. Check this out, guys. I've gone and built a 4th barracks behind this and an engineering bay all on 1 gas. So I've just tried to make a silly number of Marines, specifically because I feel like if I make a medium number of units, Catz will surprise me with a ton of them. A ton of Zerglings and surround me. And if I don't make enough units, though, if I make like a bit more than that so he can't surround it, he'll probably scout it, and then he'll just be too far ahead on economy, but I won't be able to kill him. So I'm like, let's just make unlimited Marines. I'm not even going to build an add-on for this 4th barracks yet. Let's just get as many Marines as I can. Stim's already about halfway done. I want to move out with that, or even before it a little bit, and start trying to take this expansion. Now, lifting the command center down, you might think is a little weird, but I want to spot what's going on out there. And notice he's walked his queen all the way home. He only put 1 creep tumor down. I would have loved to see him drop another creep tumor. He could have made my life a lot harder there. But it's smart of him to save the queen and bring her back. Behind this, he's already going burrow and link speed. He's got the 3rd hatchery coming up, but he doesn't actually have any Zerglings. He's starting to build them now. And notice we are clearing that creep tumor. I saw there wasn't much creep behind, so I knew there was only 1 tumor on the high ground. And that alone means this will clear up enough for me to land my command center. which has already landed to drop that scan, by the way. Moving across the map with the Marines right now. The Zerglings coming in. 4th hatchery on the way for Catz. He's mined out the back door. And he's going for a Baneling nest. But no lair, no evolution chambers, and only up 8 workers. So if this natural can mine and I can start transferring workers, this is a playable position for me. +1 weapons is on the way. The stim is done for those Marines. And there's more Marines than Zerglings on the map right now, which is really good for me. But we're looking at Zerg production. That number can change very quickly as these injects are coming out. The Zerglings starting to cascade on the map. The Marines are going to start to come in on that 3rd base. We're going to stim in on top. If I get this 3rd hatchery, that's going to be really important to slow them down. But that's a lot of Zerglings. We stay in a reasonably tight ball. We stim. We do start shooting everything. Stim wears off the first one there. And the Marines trying to start a step away. But these queens are kind of coming deep. Am I going to go for the queens? No, I want the hatchery. I go for the hatchery here as well. Oh my god, no! No, and he saves it because he's such a bastard. He gets the transfuses down, saves it, so he's still on 4 bases. But I do have more Marines coming in behind it. Unfortunately, it looks like I already stimmed a bunch of them, maybe with a bit of an F2 stim. Luckily, though, his economy management, guys, look at it. It's so bad. He's only at 38 drones. Catz is a master of tactics and trickiness. But I don't think he's going to be able to defend if I just keep attacking it. That's my whole plan is I don't have a 3rd command center. I'm trying to make a starport. I'm like, I need more damage and I need it now. This next wave of Marines comes in. We force some transfuses. We get a queen. Can we get more? If we can get all the queens, that would be huge. Guys, he's only got 2 queens on the map. This is all of them. Every single queen goes down. I know he's massing Zerglings, though. That's not enough Marines, so I'm going to pull back, group up more Marines, and then go in for another wave in a little bit. The whole idea is I want to not give him any really efficient engagements, but he's already sneaking a spire. He's rebuilding a hatchery there, or building a macro hatchery, but his mineral income is his big problem. The problem for me is I would never anticipate someone to be able to get Mutalisks out in this scenario, right? I'm just like, there's no way, man. That's crazy. And I'm still incredibly committed on 2 base. I'm adding my 5th barracks. I've got +1 attack, but not much else. Oh, that's a good catch for me, getting a lot of those Zerglings coming up that ramp. Of course, I was waiting on the high ground there. And he does see my Marines coming through the middle right now. And that's very scary for me. And I just kind of felt like, look, the way he was hanging out there, way too creepy. And in hindsight, very good thing I turned around, because those, my friends, are the very first Burrowed Banelings in this game. Now, a Burrowed Zergling at the 3rd, already cock-blocking this SCV. Says, sorry, sir, trying to lay down the schematic, but the AI says it's an unstable foundation. So apparently, we're going to have to drop a scan to get rid of that. The Overlord does go down as well. And this is a pretty gimped position. Like, I felt really good up to this point, but now the fact that I don't have a 3rd, except it's just starting, starts to feel very uncomfortable. Catz is up to 50 workers. So he's got a handful of drones on his 3rd and 4th hatchery. He's got a macro hatchery. He's got good production. He's got 1-1 and Baneling speed coming in as well. Now, my drop does come through that right side, but the creep tumors spot it. That unfair Zerg vision advantage on that right side of the map. We're going to send a Widowmine drop down the left as well. I realize I've got to start damaging him, slowing him down any way I can. And that Reddit point hatchery is still just twerking at me, man. And I got to say, like a starving sailor, you know, staring at some food or maybe some fresh veggies and fruit after being a few months at sea and a bit sick on the scurvy. It looks bloody juicy. I want to kill that hatchery really badly. But here we go. Oh, we're going to get a queen. All right, we got a queen and an overlord. Not bad. Corruptor comes out, though, and I'm like, what the hell? Why is there a corruptor? I'm so confused that there's corruptors in this game. I'm like, what is it? What's going on right now? Behind this, trying to build more bio. +1 armor is coming in as well. Still just a 5-rex play, and that drop is going to try to get home. We'll boost it away. The corruptors are very fast, but with the boost, we should be able to get home, or at least most of the way home. Widowmine drop's going to come in that right side, or left side, I should say. And here we go, Lingbane Corruptor trying to attack the front. Oh my god, we're so distracted by this, but look at the pre-spread. It's a good pre-spread of units. Oh, he just snuck those Banelings in. I did not see that, guys. I did not see those Banelings. Very sneaky by Catz, but Widowmine drop comes in. Unfortunately, only shoots a single worker. Hopefully, we can get a few more in this one. Remember, Catz is still only at 60 workers, but now that he's got full map control and Burrowed Banelings everywhere, he's starting to drone like crazy. I have an army supply advantage, a massive one, but I need to get a move on. I get a few drones there, but I need a lot more. And the problem is that urgency, sitting around 54 drones with no 4th command center, not even really building SCVs right now. Oh god. Oh my god, okay. This game was actually a little while ago, so I forgot that I scanned in time. Oh my lord. I was like, Jesus, I don't remember this blowing me up, but that looks like it's about to blow me up. I think because he burrowed a Zergling on the 3rd, and it's Catz, and he's such a cheeky bugger. Look at this. I'm having a scan everywhere, because I have no idea where the burrowed Banelings are and aren't. They could be anywhere. Now here it's a bit less likely, but I still am paranoid, and I still drop it just in case. But this is a massive army advantage. I need to do damage right now, though, because he's making 2-2 and Hive. I don't have any of that stuff on the way. Great first Baneling detonation for Catz. He's coming on in here, but good bio spreadies from me as well. Not doing too bad behind it. I do wish I had a 4th command center here. Catz going with the Lingbane Corruptor right now, trying to come in and engage this as much as he can. Okay, the bio coming forward. We're getting some decent damage right now. Starting to take out those queens. The hatchery is taking a lot of damage as well. The Banelings trying to roll on out. Corruptors having a bit of a party there, but no, they are getting gunned down by the Marines. The Banelings not quite able to get past. Catz just needs to survive. He might need to give this hatchery up, but he doesn't want to. And, you know, I'm pushing deep on creep where the Lingbane is way more effective. The Widowmines are starting to shuffle forward. They're a little clumped. Oh no, clumping up those Widowmines can get you in big trouble. Don't want to fire, but they all fire on just 4 Zerglings. Not a great fight for me at all, but the reinforcement is coming across the map. It's not as steady as I'd like it to be. The Lings are trickling into this. Remember, he has 5 hatchery production. More Widowmines, more bio coming forward. I want to save these Widowmines. I do not want to lose these Widowmines. He doesn't have an Overseer, though. That's the one thing. If I can save all these Widowmines and let them fire again, that could be a game-winning move. Anytime your Widowmines are able to fire a second time, it is an absolute game changer. Good spready on the Zerglings, allowing that Widowmine to do what it did. These Widowmines are going to fire again, but unfortunately, it's not on any big clumped up units since my bio had to run away. Where is his Overseer? There it is. He's going to be able to clean up at least some of these Widowmines. I'm trying to stop him right now, but that's a lot of Widowmines to lose, and that was my whole advantage right there. I did kill the hatchery, but it feels like this attack is now washed up, and even with a few medevacs and some tanky Marauders up front, this is going to turn into trouble. 4th command center is on the way, as well as 8 barracks behind. They're still only at 55 workers. I am a terrible bio player, by the way, guys. I felt like I had to play bio off of his aggressive opening with my weird 4x follow-up. But I'm realizing now in the mid-game, I've only been playing mech for like the last 2 years versus Zerg. I have no idea what to do versus Zerg in the late game or even the late mid-game with bio. And I'm like, oh god, oh god. And I'm like, well, Catz is such an early game guy. Maybe he just sucks there as well. Little do I realize there's Mutalisks coming out on this map right now. And here we go, Mutalisks moving across the map. They're going to go after the medevac. We've got a Widowmine there and a pack of bio. The Lingbane muted, dancing around this map, seeing what they can get done. There are still burrowed Banelings placed in a few strategic locations. He does shuffle that one north a little bit. And we're going to try to move into this territory where he has not been spreading creep at all. And that does, of course, make it less likely I'll scan and more likely the burrowed Banelings will hit. But it's still a big issue. 4th command center does land on location. Should be getting a planetary there. 2-2 started up here for Terran. And he is down in army supplies still, trying to just make more at Lingbane. He's got a new 5th base on that, or 4th base on that right side of the map. Overall, mostly only on 3 bases, though. We're going to send a drop down the right side, as I killed all of his Corruptors in the previous fight. Unfortunately, I'm about to find out that he has, of course, built a lot of Mutalisks. I might have even scanned them, but simply didn't pull the medevac back because I am a bit of a nincompoop. Mutalisks go after that drop there. The Lingbane trying to defend on the left side as well. Look at Catz control groups. No army control groups at all, which is wild to me. That is crazy. He doesn't control group any of his army units. It's all manual control. My lord. The mind of a chaotic madman right here. The Mutalisks poking forward, trying to stop my spread. I don't want to shove on creep. I just want to create a nasty situation. Oh my god, the mass speed Overseer! He's dragging the Widowmine shots onto my own army there. That was the whole idea. Come in with a surround, but send the Overseers in front to drag the Widowmine shots. I have to emergency pick up and get out of there. Those Widowmines. Oh, okay, we landed a big Widowmine hit there. He did accidentally bait that into his own army, and I am bringing the reinforcements forward. I think I have enough units to maybe defend, but he's up double upgrades. Those Marines need to pull back to the Marauder Widowmine. Oh, the Widowmine's landing big hits. The Marines stand their ground, and just like that, I'm raising my fist triumphantly. Get wrecked, Catz. It was so obvious as well, the way his army moved to the top right. I was fuming on stream when it did. I was like, wow, way to throw the game, Pig. You just won a massive game-ending fight. And then, now, I lost all my anti-air. I've got 13 Marines. There's 15 Mutalisks in my base. I don't even have enough things that shoot up. I have no turrets to deal with this. I didn't build turrets earlier because I had enough biomine to defend, but one big screw-up like that. And suddenly I'm like, I really wish I built missile turrets. Luckily, that Widowmine does fire, damages the Mutalisk pack, and does kill one of them. Does take 4 Widowmine splashies to take him out. I've got some units still on the front, apparently. I went across the map to counterattack. I feel like Cat's whole focus is there because I can kind of sense that he is such a select all army player and he's not really been focusing on his macro. And indeed, he wasn't spending his money at all. Catz was ruining me with his Mutalisk. It even kills the missile turret. I'm taking so many SCV losses. I have completely dropped trousers on the defense. He's caught me taking a poo in the woods with my pants around my ankles, and he's run over and kicked me over, and I've fallen in my own poo. But I've realized, wait a second, you're not paying attention to your base either. And I'm running in, and I'm kicking him over while he's taking a poo. We've got 2 guys caught on the dunny trying to fight each other. We're throwing toilet rolls at each other and stuff. The game is getting to be absolutely sloppy. My main base, I'm losing my production right now. I'm having to walk Widow Mines up one at a time to try and defend. A few Marines trying to get up, but I know he's just going to rotate back to the 3rd. So I try to rebuild the turret there. I've caught all the drones on the right side of the map, so he's down to just 37 workers. I've got a few Marines there. That's actually enough mutas to fight those Marines, and oh my god, he's going to take them out as well. I am losing my mind. The way he's rotating between those bases is pissing me off. But I find a bunch of overlords randomly in the top right. Killed one of those. Luckily for him, I'm not watching, so I don't finish the rest off. He's killing so many SCVs. Stop! Get out! This is my base, Catz. Leave! Meanwhile, we've got a little army on the bottom left, an army on the bottom right. I'm like, look, the way he's focusing this, there's no way he's got that much stuff at home. I should be able to just run in and kill some more stuff. And I see the ultras and my heart sinks. I'm like, where did that drop go? What? I've got a little army coming in there. The Mutalisks are finally defended. My 4th base has a turret and was mining the whole time. Widowmine Bio coming on up here, but oh my god, run! Run! Save what you can and flee! Flee, Pig! I'm panicking so much I don't even pick those units up. I have right now 10 medevacs and almost no units to get inside. I do have 3 tech labs out here, but I need to be pumping Marauders, man. And I'm just not doing it because I'm so broke. The Mutalisks are finally down. There's 2 Corruptors building, so he's still going to have some air units. He's up in army supply for the first time in this game. I've got +3 weapons on the way, but it's not here just yet. I got to raise those depots. I do get it up. Thankfully, I'm not having any issues in that department, even as I get older, guys. Ling Ultra Mutas trying to come in. The Widow Mines behind the wall, trying to start a step backwards. The Widow Mines are going to get a bit of shots off, but oh my god, there's a lot of Ultras. There's 5 Ultras. There's 6 right on top of me. I pull back behind the barracks in the command center. Their Catz is getting in. SCVs on hold position in the mineral line are blocking all 4 Ultras on the right side. I pull behind the left side of the mineral line, but these new Smoltralisks are able to squeeze through. And oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's too much, it's too much. There's a lot getting, I'm damaging the Ultras, but I'm killing none of them. They have 6 armor and the Marines ain't doing diddly squat right now. I save a few SCVs, a pack of bio, but the command center does go down. The command center in the natural, please lift, Pig. Why are you incompetent? But apparently, guys, unfortunately, I am incompetent. I lift off to the main, but that might just be it. The Ultras are going to clear that out. Ultras are very good versus planetaries. Maybe I can kill one, but look, he even pulls the Reddit point Ultra back, and I don't target fire it. Oh, I mean, we're going to damage an Ultra a little bit, but that's about it. Unfortunately, he does take out that base. I have a command center down here. I don't know when that happened, but I do have a command center down there. And those Burrowed Banelings literally changing the outcome of this game. I mean, you can talk about how Catz needs to learn how to macro better all you want, and I need to learn how to multitask and not panic. But at the end of the day, let's be real. Him focusing on those Burrowed Banelings was sick. It was slick, and it actually got him back into this game. But oh, I have a random Widow Mine here that killed a drone. I got a double drop coming in the right side. His Ling Ultra's out of position. He's trying to build some infestors right now. His drones are trying to fight, which I don't know about that, man. He's down to 27 workers versus 4 SCVs. Oh, this drop just traded, so we'll get a lot of drones, a lot of units. Unfortunately, we do lose that medevac, but hey, we get the Ultras. Just got to get that medevac out of there. And we stim those units, but then realize, oh, there's more Ultras. We quickly pick up and pull back. I have an army supply advantage, guys. I also, oh, looks like that base got found, so he did force that to lift. I have a couple of mineral patches in the main that I could drop mules on, actually. I should be muling those. And a tiny bit of mining with 4 SCVs there. So I have almost no income. He's got this base and mineral patches and gas there and a little bit of gas there. He's got income. I have none. I'm not even mining gas right now. I basically have one army I have to win the game with, and he's made infestors, which are the best unit in the game at stopping an army like this. If he can land a good fungal, then I'm screwed. And the problem is I have no idea that there's infestors out there. I may have the army supply advantage, but only 5 Marauders. Most is Marines, which suck versus Ultras. If he flanks me, I'm in big trouble. But here we go. Oh my god, oh my god. The infestors, watch out, Pig. Watch out. I focused there. No, no. I thought it was an Overseer. I didn't realize it was Infestor, and I run in clumped up like an absolute baboon. But I do a nice spread the moment the fungal breaks. He wasn't able to get on top. We actually take out 2 or 3 of the Ultralisks. He's only got 2 Ultras left right now. He's trying to build 1 more Ultralisk and 10 more Zerglings. Oh, he burrows some Banelings out. I didn't see that. That's very sneaky. He's realizing his economy on the right is the most important bit, but I'm wary. I remember the Burrowed Banelings, and I will always remember them because you've put deep trauma inside my Terran brain, Catz. You have made me so paranoid about your Burrowed Banelings over the years. Every time we play, I am just like... Oh my god, Fungal's coming in. Oh my god, okay. Gonna try and pull back on that right side. Nice hot pickup though. I've killed most of his army supply, but my units are very weak. It's only one queen for mobile anti-air. It goes down. I'm so worried about a Fungal from the high ground right now. One Infesta Fungling this kills most of these units, but he doesn't quite have the energy. I get his hatchery. His last import hatchery that's mining. I save most of these units. I pick up and go back to the main base where the Widow Mines have not been cleaned up. There's one Marine there as well that has 7 kills. Apparently that's Chaticus Maximus. I F2'd my Marine Marauder rally across the map, which I don't feel good about at all. We've got one SCV mining gas and a few other guys long distance mining this gas, guys, and not realizing I still have gas in the main base. I'm going to redrop there. He's going to attack in. This Marine Marauder needs to get out of there. Pig, why? Micro your units. Why'd you leave it out there, bro? We are taking out his production, but oh my god, that is not good. Raise the wall, get it up, Pig. Barely at the last second, we do manage to get it up. That one Marauder on the low ground, unfortunately, is going to be playing ring around the mineral patch of those ultras, but Catz has lost his income, and he doesn't have a way to out-micro the bio. And that there is an absolute poop shoot. Some would call it a shit show. I would call it a poop shoot. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Maybe it's more fun for me because I played it, but I hope you guys can at least resonate with the experience of being a very imperfect commentator, streamer, playing a game like this where your hatchery is blocked, you think you're winning with this crazy weird marine pressure, Burrowed Banelings are going off. I just wanted to share that with you and show what I really think should have happened in the Basilisk show match. So don't worry, guys. If me and Catz play another show match in the future, I'll probably pick Terran a little bit more because I think our Terran versus Zerg plays some of the dumbest, most chaotic, fun games ever. So I definitely want to play more of these for the next time. So sorry for those who were let down by the show match performance. Hats off to Catz for being a legend though, and always playing bloody fun games with me. GG, well played.